Hey everybody, this is Justin K. Sweet, also known as Agent Zero, coming in for another live stream this evening. I just thought I've been having a little fun with the videos and whatnot to actually put a little bit of an intro onto my show, kind of playing into the whole enjoy our wild America thing that I got going. So, hi, how are things? I hope today was a great day for you, for all you folks out there. So yeah, so I thought, I don't know, I had a little time. I figured tonight why not? I'll just stream again, and I'll just show off some comics that I got today. Very excited about. Um, Punishers, I love Punisher. He's so cool. So yeah, get right into it here. Let's see. So we got the Punisher Holiday Special. Here's one. It's the Punisher: The Origin of Microchip Part 1. They didn't have the Part 2, but it was really cool. I got to actually get, I had a chance to check out a lot of back issues that I didn't own, and so I'm trying to think of what would be the best thing to have in the background of this. The search for music continues, as it were. So this, oh my god, like the summer specials, like he had all of them. Like this is my jam. This cover is the bomb. I want to open it. I just can't help myself. I know I should probably like keep delving into the, what's there. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot about that game. Sweet. But yes, I'm all about reading comics. I like to collect them, but only to pass along to the next generation. Fortunately, someone was nice enough to pass along to me here. I don't know what. I don't want to critique this. Let me see if I can. We get to do the head bobble thing. There we go. Nope, not even. Where are we at? Okay. I need to make that one. We're gonna do this again, aren't we? Can I make this one? There we go. I mean, that's okay. Why not, right? So let me critique this a little bit. I'm not sure, but I think they were trying to go for like a Punisher skull look here. I don't know. The lighting here is not. It's, come on, no. Let's not do that. And then this guy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. I'm not trying to read too much into it. Not be too harsh on what they're doing. I should probably just read it, check it out. Oh, look, we got a Dan Slott moment. So we actually get to look at something Dan Slott wrote from way back in the day. So how about that? So yeah, today I kind of want to give a little bit of a public service announcement for folks out there in the interwebs. Those of you that feel like you want to engage people on social media, and you want to be one of the team, and you want to have a nice, nice friendly chat group, especially when it comes to the Twitter. Um, just bear in mind that it's a wild west out there, and anybody at any time can get hacked, and then the porn bots may be a thing, and you can't really do anything about it in those chats. Um, I almost said modification. There's no real moderation tools. So best you can hope for is someone blocking, that person, and then of course both of those people would be removed from that chat. But I mean, even then, the damage is already done, and everybody that's in the chat is going to see whatever was posted, and so it just kind of. So I had I had something like that happen today. I'm busy doing my own thing during the day. I don't, I'm not. I check in on social media here and there a little bit as it goes. But I don't watch it 24/7. Let me put it on loop there. It's supposed to be looping. I don't know. Let's dance pop. Let's go down here into daydreaming. Let that one be a thing. Duck Bacon is in the house. Hail, Agent Zero. Fire, fire, fire emoji. Speaking of fire, Punisher's really, he's sticking it to these people. Like, they are fighting, and what is up there? Yeah, I mean, we're seeing some battle damage here in this fight. Man. Yeah, he's got a nice shiner right there. Okay, all right. I mean, who am I, right? I'm a fledgling artist myself. I mean, heck, I'll probably end up, my doodles will probably end up looking like this before long. But I just have to chuckle at some of this stuff. What issue is that? Yeah, great question. So since you're just joining us, I got a nice Punisher haul today, and I figured I'd share it with everybody, and I just couldn't help myself to open this one, like as soon as because this cover is straight up like 90s, and oh my gosh, it hits on all kinds of cylinders, like it's firing on all of them. I love it. The Back to School special says number 2. So it's from 1993. I'm guessing that number 1 was from 92. I don't know, because if they're keeping in the same tradition, and it says 64 pages. Woo. Video's kind of robotic. Man, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Maybe that's great. It's my first problems. My first problems on this new platform thingy that I'm doing here. Is that better? Maybe just a little bit. Maybe test. I don't know. Stage fright. So here he is. I like that skull. That skull looks really cool. Nice. Okay. All right. So check. Yeah, I probably, if I have any apps going at the same time, it plays hell with it. I can't see anything else that could be interfering, but anyway, it's all good. I can still see it. Well, but can you hear me? Is the audio the problem? So he says, just call me Methuselah. That's cool. All right. So this one, we've got Mike Lackey, Joe Rubenstein on inks, I imagine, because he's a world famous inker, as it were. Let's go back over here. It's not. Yeah, here we go. This is kind of neat. I like this report card, and they put the different first quarter, second quarter. So they put the titles of the stories. The room number is the page number it starts on. The students are, and they put checks next to it. That's clever. I like that. I definitely, I would love to. All right, so let's look at this. So we got Dan Slott actually wrote this book back in '93. Of course, I already established that earlier. Okay, yeah, inking, yeah, Rubenstein. Cool. So, which I mean, he's no slouch when it comes to inking. I mean, that's awesome. Fantastic. And that's pretty damn slick too. What the heck? Gouge, slit, flay, stab. It makes you wonder, like, is this his stage makeup or is this Frank Castle's imagination? Or maybe a little, oh wow, he's going crazy with this thing. This is wild. But yeah. He's got him a motorcycle. Man. Okay, so we're still in the same story. It's okay, no, that's the beginning of the next story. Got it. Yep. So a while ago I was showing this this shot right here. Like they had this tendency to try to put the skull face on him, and it's not working there. The coloring is not working. Not doing them any favors there for sure. That's why I liked black and white. Just give me the black and white, please. That's kind of cool. Punisher gallery. Okay, cool. So we got some pinups. Oh, okay. So that's one pinup with a neat little red moon back there. I guess those are supposed to be bats. Yeah, this is a fun panel. Fun splash. Love that. Looks like he has makeup on. Right, I know. Well, here, let me not spoil the plot here, but so like this, right? This is Punisher 75. I had to pick this one up today for sure. I'm basically recollecting all the stuff that I got rid of in the Purge. Wolverine guest starring in these 2 issues. Freaking love to see it. War Journal. Oh man, we got Ghost Rider. Like, oh my gosh, this stuff is the bomb. Hey, it's got my name. But yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it was. So this is a nice embossed cover too, and it's 50 War Journal 50. But that's the trope in a lot of. Let me go back to it. Yeah, this is the trope. And it's kind of funny. They in the movie, the Dolph Lundgren movie, they tried to make his makeup do that too. I think they tried and failed a little bit. So, yeah, I can't wait to read them for sure. Yeah, the sick helmet in this. I'm guessing you're saying in this this motorcycle helmet. Yeah, I think that's pretty damn sick myself. It looks like you got cracked in the back of the head there with the axe. So he's got this gash in the back. Yeah. I mean, I will say I like flat colors if they're done right. I'm not sure if these are done right to me. Exactly. That's my point. Dolph Lundgren just looked ill. He did. He looked like he was sick the entire film. Like, he was like, and the way he talked, he was just like, I'm gonna go get those guys, And I mean, wow, lots of action. I love this stuff. I do. I love the dynamic. The more dynamic, the better, right? Agent action always. Dan Slott writer. Okay, so this is Dan Slott's offering. Yeah, I actually didn't know that he existed until I read. I picked up a few years ago the. I know that sounds terrible, right? But I wasn't paying attention to who was writing the comics. I was just into them when I was into comics growing up, and I was I always thought the art was fun. The stories were, cool. I never really paid that close attention when I was a kid. But anyway, a number of years ago, I was kind of coming back into comics a little bit, and I bought a trade paperback of that collected some new Silver Surfer stories that Dan Slott did for the all new, all different, I think, something like that. Do you remember Gregory White? Gregory Wright's colors? No. Is he in here? Let's see. No, no, I don't. Let's see. I don't see any Wright. So, I mean, and if that guy's a great colorist, then I can see why. Because this comic is not. It doesn't make my grade. But anyway, so this one, I'm actually kind of disappointed on this one, because this is going to be one of those situations where I'm going to have to go way out of my way to try to find part 2 of this daggone book. I just know it, because they didn't have the second part unless I missed it, which is entirely possible. But yeah, like I'm definitely hip to try to see what's going on there. With that. He used to do Texas Ghost Rider. You mean like the old Ghost Rider? Now look at this. Was this one not approved by the Comics Code Authority? Let's find out. It claims 45 pages, no ads. So let's see. Let's see if they stick to their guns there. Bombs are us. Put the Punisher and a sadistic ex-Marine at a high-tech arms show and stand back. Crossed purposes. The Punisher's life is saved by a man he has sworn to kill. Independence Day, in the shadows of fireworks, a lone cop gains a guardian angel. Wish granted. Hey, Punisher, in this book, you just killed a whole lot of murdering scum. What are you going to do now? I'm going to Wizzyland, punk. What the heck? Love it. Yeah. Oh, man. For a second, I thought that was like a candle or a beer koozie. That'd be hilarious. Have a big. Oh, now this is kind of cool. Have a poster from the comic cover. See, there's not enough of that in the world anymore. August 1991. Nice. This is great. All right. Well, let's see who's on this book. We got Bombs for Us. Peter David. There's Dan Slott again. Okay. All right. Jimmy Palmiotti. All right. He's on inks. Love it. Definitely want to see that. Is that Greg Wright, right? Crossed purposes. Here we go. Let's see if we can't. Let's skip to that one. That's going to be, I guess, the second one in. It doesn't give us a page number like the last one. This guy looks like he's ready to party. Oh my gosh, everybody with their blades. He's maniacal. Wizzyland. Yeah, apparently I hear Disney is poopy land these days. Not that I want to harsh on Disney, but they've messed it up themselves, no pun intended. What the heck is this? Looks like a Winnebago with some kind of weird, I guess it's like an RV or a, oh, okay. It's like an armored carrier. Crazy. Love it. And that's the thing, as I'm trying to work all this out, what is this? Got him right between surely that's not a bullet. What? Oh, they call them plastic bullets, but eye gougers or brain smashers would be more accurate. Oh, okay, so it knocked him out. So it's like a rubber bullet, basically. Oh my gosh. So what is this guy supposed to be, like the Punisher or something? Okay, so this comic may be important to me. I don't know. because I'm working out. I'm working out the closer. I'm trying to figure out exactly like what angle, how I want him to be, because I feel like with the Punisher, he can't be too much like the Punisher because those stories have already been told, and not to mention like he was a cop, so he has a certain he's out for justice in a way that Frank was more of, justice has failed and this and that, but at the same time he is very fatalistic in that respect. So um, this is a wild dang, that's like torture, man. Okay, well, no wonder the Comics Code Authority said don't put our name on your book. All right, so here we go. We got crossed purposes. Okay, so this is so this is going to be that coloring you were talking about, Greg Wright. Okay. I mean, so far I like the pencils and the inks. The colors they look great for being flats. Well, flat-ish, I guess. There is gradients, so that's cool. Choom. Ski. I guess. I don't know. C. I don't know if that's supposed to be a hard C or a hard, like, I don't know. They could have put a K there. Vroom. I don't know. That doesn't look like. Anyway, I'm not trying to pick it apart. I mean, like I said, who am I? I'm still new. I'm still learning, still, trying to find my way in this space. I'm not really sure the choice here. I don't know if I would have left all that white. I mean, can they not do grays or some sort of gradient like they did here? That would have been nice there. But I know they're in a hurry when they print these comics, or they used to be. That's one of the things I have to lament is, we don't get monthly comics in the indie space. I know Pete Samedi, he does his best to get his comics, up and out as quickly as possible, but even he, doesn't, he doesn't have the people, in the machine in place to be able to do a monthly comic. But I really wish we had that. Now this is I like this coloring. I like it when they do stuff like this. And it works because we know it's fireworks, right? But yeah, this is great. I love it. That's amazing. And then what? Okay, I'm trying to understand this one. Oh man. Yeah, I'm really trying to understand that. So it's a dude, but he looks like he's got breasts. In this shot, he has a tank top, and here he's shirtless. Poor Plaid. Yep. Yeah, they had rigid deadlines on this one for sure. Again, I'm not going to pick on them. Oh, nice. I like that splash. And see, now we're back. He's got his shirt on. I'm looking up all the colors he was doing, and he did Warzone. Oh, okay, so that's why Warzone looks so good. I like Warzone. And I actually got a better copy of number 1. We'll get to it in a minute. I think he was the go-to colors before digital. I certainly would hope so, because that other guy in that other book, like, dude was. I mean, I like this. I really, man, I would love to just get a digital version of this. You know what? I may actually mess around. I may actually try to homage that. I like that. That would make a killer cover for somebody, whether it's Chrome Dog. I don't know. I'd probably do it for Wildcard. It looks like something fun, with her jumping down on some bad guys. Maybe reposition the legs a little bit, like she's going to come down and like kick him in the face or something. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Have that as like a cover. I don't know how many splashes wind up being homaged on covers, but guess what? I'm all about doing new things and pushing the envelope. This is cool. Love this. He's like, rattle, rattle. I don't know about this. DOA, skull on it. I'm gonna, rattle it. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a finger. Okay, yeah, yep. No, comics code authority here. Parents, don't buy this comic book for your kids. And we have the original Nick Fury. You know what? Graphic novel. I need to get this. Yeah, I don't think I have this one. I have another one that has Fury in it for a little bit. Now, what is up with that? So, story by Wright and Lee, and then art by, and then it cuts off Jim Lee. I mean, I get it. It says Lee, right? So that's kind of messed up, if you ask me. It's almost like they were, they're already throwing shade, because I guess this was 91. Yeah, it was around that time. That sucks. He also did McFarlane Spider-Man. Oh, okay. All right. The pieces are coming together. Yeah. I can't remember if I may have one. No, I've got one of Eric Larson's Spider-Man. Him and he had a team up with what's his face? Deathlock. Okay, cool. I like this little backup story with it. Wizzyland Flag Day. Wizzyland. Down with irate. Down with irate. Free Kuwait. The heck. Anyway, I look forward to actually reading these stories. I just had to look at them, but there we go. You see it. I've got Pariah Mud and Blood trading card in there as my my marker for that one. I'm going to set it to the side because I'm definitely coming back to that. And I mean, even this cover is cool. Interesting, choice to put red eyes on the skull. I mean, it's definitely an attention grabber, and then that's the point with covers. I mean, this one here for sure. Like I can't not like that. I could just stare at that for hours. I know I'm weird that way. Speaking of covers, here's the holiday special. Got a neat red foil baubles on it. Part of me wants to open it, but I'm just like, we'll move along. We'll move on. No big deal. Let's because we're about halfway done in the time I have here, and I did promise a little bit of drawing, although maybe I can just show off some drawing that I did last night. I ran into a situation where it's kind of one of those things where maybe I had to put on my grown-up pants. I had to come to realize maybe if I'm going to draw, I probably should lay off the booze a little bit, because that's a yeah. Okay, so that's cool. So this we're looking at a whole year later, right? And then they did the same poster treatment here. Coming soon to the Punisher War Journal. There's Tex. There's your dude. Sweet. That's what you're talking about. So there's Tex. Nice. I don't see any other mark for the coloring on that, but I don't know how common that was back then. We got Chuck Dixon in the house. Chuck Dixon, yes. Simon Bisley cover, yes, of course. I mean, I should have known that painterly style that he does. Love it. This gun is. These guns are just outrageous. They look like Cable brought them to him. Crap. Oh yeah. Okay. So drawing, right? So I found that. Well, spoilers, but the first time I actually looked at a reference and drew from the reference, I did the best. And then I kept trying, and the more I did it, because it was part of the. Now that's a neat little effect they did there. Not too sure about the pink though. I mean, it works as a contrast. He loves this bazooka with the daggum barbed wire in it. Like, what is up with that? I'm sorry, that's pretty darn sadistic. Like, come on, Frank. That's definitely that is definitely not something that the closer would do. Definitely not. Like that's too much. Here we go. Back with the skull on the face. So, but yeah, I don't know if it was just me overthinking it as I was trying to draw, and so as I kept drawing, because part of I'll just show you. It's better for me just to show you the assignment and let you be the judge. So this was, and I don't readily have. So this is my guy, the closer, and I swear each one of these looks like a different guy. So this is the one that looks the closest to the reference, and maybe my phone will pick up the reference, I'm sorry, maybe the camera will pick up the reference from the photo, on my phone. And I'll do this, and then we'll get back to Frank, because this is Jake Bastian, right? So this is the closer. And the closest of all of these, because I did these just so that I could go through and say, okay, I'm going to do this one based on reference. I'm going to do this one based on memory, which is, oh, you can hardly see that. Let's see. Okay. And then this one was based on memory. This one was reference again. So like from here to here, we've already kind of lost what this, what it's supposed to look like here, right? Here, let me get your name out of the way. There you go. And then I've still got some blank ones here, but then then we come down here to these, and I swear this one looks like David Bowie. Oh man. Again, I went back to reference on this one. So the first one was the closest, and it still doesn't quite get it. But anyway, I'm moving around my lessons, and I decided to go full on character. Trying to draw characters and whatnot. And I started with Frank Castle, and I thought, I could just switch over to closer and see if I can, do my own original character. So it's like not a bad panel transition and kind of thing here, but what the heck is he shooting at? And what's wrong with his eye? It's like they left that white when they could have just made it black. Oh, anyway, she looks like Linda Hamilton. I bet Linda Hamilton was used as a reference for that one, because she would have been pretty young back then. I think that was a little bit. This was correct me if I'm wrong, but this was 92. I'm pretty sure that Terminator 2 was out like maybe a couple of years by then, or maybe was out around that time. Did you break down the reference into shapes? Yes. No, I don't know. Like when it comes to faces, I don't know how. I guess the short answer is no. I did, and I don't think it comes through, but I did use blue line. So you can kind of see, to kind of give me a place to put, and I didn't do it on this one, but I started doing it here, and I don't know. I guess I was overthinking it, but again, and I wasn't exactly drunk, but I don't know. Alcohol might have played a little bit of a factor, possibly, or I was just tired, done with it. Maybe it's just one of those things. I pushed myself a little too hard. After the fact, what the heck? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, apparently, this one, oh, okay. So they must be filming something. That's hilarious. He's going to use a knife, and I guess they're plastic, and so he cuts them. And then it's right before wow. Yeah, definitely don't want to get into that story. Pretty cool. Looks fun. High risk. Terry Austin is the anchor on this one. Flint Henry. Never heard of him. Oh, okay. So this is the. Gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. All out punishing action. No ads. That's the best. When you don't give me ads. I don't want ads. Here's this. I like this cover. This is nice. I need to know who did this cover. Flint Henry, yes. Not to be confused with Henry Flint. Not that there is one. I don't know. I guess there is. What the heck? Oh, okay. Oh, he's empty too. He's like that's a nice touch. I like that. And then we got what looks like a time bomb. Let's see here. Who is this? All right. So cover. Okay. Brian Stelfreeze. Cover painting and back. So he did both of these. So this was his painting. Stelfreeze. And then this was his. They feel so different. Man, that's cool. I love that Chrysler building back there. Empire State silhouette. And from this angle, there's no, two towers, which I don't know much about Manhattan, but I'm guessing. I don't even know if it's in Manhattan. Here we go. Yeah, okay. It's my favorite color is blue. Like this, I like this a lot. I might have to get another issue just so I can have this and I can take it off. That is slick. Love it. Steel freeze. Yeah. Steel freeze is fire. Steel freeze, Steel freeze. The freeze, man. Yeah, Flint Henry. You say Flint Henry ? I don't know. I don't know what the question is. Yeah, that's what it said. It was who it was. So this is a rose. Oh. Man. This is great. Like the way his face and when they don't color the eyes, right? Reminds me of Scooby-Doo. What year was that? Flint Henry issue. That was 1992 was the Flint Henry in the back there. Yeah, let's look at these. So we got Pat Mills and Tony Skinner. So this story is so badass they had to have two writers. We got Chuck Dixon, and he's pulling the weight of two writers, I guess, and then Stephen Grant, which sounds familiar. Layouts by Brian Stelfreeze. So apparently, is he still doing stuff? Let's see. Let me find Idol because I'm telling you, like the action. That's okay. So this was his. These were okay. So these were his layouts. Gotcha. Oh, that's so bad. And see, this is just the kind of like the style I'm trying to get is, I want the violence to be off panel, just off panel enough to not be considered, because I want it to be approachable by, maybe not all ages, but as many ages as possible without being, too childish. I'm just kind of mesmerized by this. This has a feel like James Bond to me. I don't know why. It just does. He feels like Bond, doing his thing, like major Sean Connery vibes. And the colors, like this is amazing stuff. Anyway, all right, I'm that's solid. I definitely look forward to reading that one later on. Of course, That's the question, right? Should a person read a comic book on live stream? Should a person spoil a book? And I'm about to commit a cardinal sin, and that is just fine with me, because guess what? This thing has been sealed all these years, and it's been sealed just for me. Look him up. I found a book from 2011, and it doesn't look like he tried to excel at all, but he's British. So who? Um, Flint Henry? Or all right, here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Here I was like, yeah, man, it's gonna be a Punisher trading card. It's like, nope, it's Eradicator 6, whoever that is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they were really trying back then. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's sealed. Well, I mean, as sealed as it could be, I guess. So maybe I don't have to cut it. I'll just crack it open, because I don't care. I'm here to read daggum comic books and collect trading cards. Throw them in my little binder and stuff. But whatever. It's a gimmick anyway. And they knowing Marvel, they overprinted this. They did. They would overprint all these things. Just they were doing everything they could to keep up with the Image Boys. Um, you know, no wonder everybody's still mad about all that. Chuck Dixon, love it. Tom DeFalco, love it. Yeah, some good stuff. Can't wait. But anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. Eradicator week, yeah, is he? He looks silly. I'm sure everyone was like, oh man, they were thinking, oh yeah, he's the badass, but yeah, right. Real name inapplicable. I mean, I could say that about Chrome Dog, but I'm not. That's terrible. I would never say his. I mean, it's not known. People don't know his name. Okay, so so the dynamics of this is fun. If not a little poserly, like this here, they do the action lines. I guess they're taking pages from manga for that, which is fine. You can do that. Again, I'm not yet an artist to that level. These remind me of the machines that were in the annual. I've got an annual that he and I know this isn't a later annual, but I've got an earlier one that he goes and finds does something against some people that have these killing machines. Yeah, that's definitely one thing that's sex appeal is not a thing. It's like the term. Even me saying sex appeal, people don't even use that term anymore. And there should be. Comics are meant to be fun for anybody and everybody. We're not supposed to be so hung up on this, that, and the other. So yeah, cool. All right. So yep, I'm not going to put it back in the bag. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I mean, not like I said, it doesn't bother me none. Comics sealed, unsealed. This one, gimmick cover of all gimmick covers. If I remember right, when because again, I haven't opened these today. I just bought them and just got them home. I remember this one. I remember not really being that entertained with this issue. Oh, that's what it was. Now I remember. So they did this cover thing, and then it's like, here's the other, and it's a photo of some dude. And it's the final days. Okay, so I've got I think I've got 56. Yeah, I think I've got 56. And he's, Frank busts out of a and I think that's Frank. It's either Frank or it's Jigsaw, I can't remember. But I guess it would help if I read it, right? Either that or Jigs. The Kingpin did this. They owe me for Max. Okay, yeah. So he's scarred up because, or I can't. You know what? I need to. Yeah, I definitely need to read this because I think. What the heck? Man, there's some crazy stuff happening here. Okay, so that's the real Frank Castle, and yeah, something. Oh, this is just a pinup. Okay, they got me. All right. Yeah, something's going on with what's his face there. Anyway, um, but no, what I was saying, what if we could read, comic books from cover to cover? Like, is there a faux pas? It's not known because nobody cares, right? Yeah, inapplicable. What was the issue where they turned him black? Great question. Can't remember. I think it was one of the Nam ones, but I could be wrong. I think that was like he came home. The black guy came home and pretended to be him or something. It was something like that. It was contrived. Here, let's actually hold on. Well, you know what? We'll go back. So here's the Punisher Warzone copy that I got today, and I'm gonna pull my other one out. Let's see. Dig it out. Where's it at? Sorry, folks. There it is. So this one's got all kinds of stuff going on with it. I'm just gonna pop this bad boy out. I'll leave this one out. It doesn't need a bagging board because it's just my reader copy. So, and I'm going to be referencing it quite a bit. I think studying its secrets. But this one, I also like that this one's in an oversized Mylar bag because that way I can use it for my oversized comics. I'm cheap like that, can I say? I'm also thinking. I'm thinking about doing the closer in an oversized black and white. Yeah. It does have a little bit of a crease there, doesn't it? That's fine. I mean, like I said, I'm a reader. The thing about it, like, I don't know. It would have been so much cooler if they did a double, a double pay or a double size, for the first one. It would have been cool for me anyway. But yeah, here it is, Punisher Warzone. Love that. John Romita Jr. JR, it says right there. JR. Yep. John Romita Jr., Klaus Janson, Kachow, Chuck Dixon, writer. Yep. And Don Daly. So now we no longer have Carl Potts anymore on here. Which, by the way, I went to follow him on Twitter the other day, and he's got his tweets protected, which I don't even know what that means. See, here's another skull kind of thing. I don't know. 13. There, yeah. Punisher. The Punisher 75. Yeah. So these are all the war zones that I got. I'm gonna put them in my thingy. Okay. All right. So here we go. We got Wolverine and Punisher. I can't wait to read these from War Journal. Man, these are all out of whack, aren't they? I'll put them in order once I put them in. That's another John Romita. I love that nose. They definitely, they definitely wound up making him look resemble Sly Stallone. That's for sure. In many different moments and times. That's an interesting Hydra logo there. Guessing that's probably the original, and this is of course Viper. Now the thing that's ticking me off is I picked up 44, right? This says Dead Man's Hand Part 3. This says Part 4. I'm sorry, Part 6. Yeah, Part 6. Yeah, so they were jumping from probably from freaking Daredevil over to whoever this guy is. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that to me. So I get to find out who those were. It's funny. So now we're at 44, and yeah, we're in full swing. 1992, no Jim Lee. No Jim Lee, nothing. So now we're cruising. It's just get the pages done, get them out and get them on, and move on, do the thing, blah blah blah. And so there's nothing to this one. Is it the Punisher Warzone Jungle Rise of the Midnight Suns? Is that okay? Maybe that's Johnny Blaze. It's possible. Home Sweet Home. Oops. All right. So chances are we'll have hopefully we'll have an editor's note, and it will tell us that it was continued from such and such issue. The Vegas idea. I'm not seeing it. It's Viper. Punisher Warzone 1 through 6. During the Carbone affair. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and then there's this guy. Comics are so awesome. Here's like this scarecrow looking dude. Not terrible character design, but I don't know how he, unless he's wearing a wig. I don't know how he puts that mask on. The heck? Okay. Yeah, so next, Hot Chrome and Cold Blood. Fantastic. Question. What does that have to do with Dead Man's Hand? Weird. Because it says Dead Man's Hand, and I don't see any references to any. This is the Vegas idea, and when we get to the end, it says the next issue, blah blah blah, right? So that's 45. Dead Man's Hand Part 6. It's not even Part 4. So what happened? It's like, were these scenes coming through? See. Here we go, plunging. We're plunging the depths. Got to get to the Charleston Chew. I mean, get to the Hot Chrome and Cold. Okay, so at least they pinged off of that, and so here we go. Now we're moving on into the story. Blah 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 blah. But what's the Dead Man's Hand about? Here we go. Okay, all right. So you've got that. So it says, to be continued in Daredevil 309 and be here for Punisher War Journal 47 Funhouse. Okay. But that other one was just not, it seemed disjointed. So, well, anyway, here I am nitpicking. Are you not entertained? Yeah, tonight, let's see. All right, this one's nice. I need to find out how expensive it would be to do that. But this is, I don't know what you call that, embossed. It's let's see what the inside of the cover. I wanted to get to these two. I don't want to say I'm stalling, but wow, there's another text one. That hair, I love that hair. It's this is so Glenn Danzig. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh, so fun. It's great. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. I can't do it. Oh, that's dark. So yeah, so you can see here the embossing, I guess they call it. I don't know. I need to learn my printer's terms for printing, techniques that don't exist anymore, or if they do, that's few and far between. So the unfriendly skies. Okay, all right. So anyway, I just want to look at that real quick. All right, so I wanted to move on to this Lynn Michaels business. I don't even know what to think about this. I remember I was trying to read this and I was like, what the heck is going on? This is 1994 when this one was commissioned. We're coming upon our hour. Wonder what sneaky crossover stuff I hate more, putting the crossover title on the cover with no reference in the book, or the crossover taking over the story, interrupting a more interesting storyline, he says. Right? Honestly, it just proves that somebody was asleep at the wheel there. That part. I like this shot, and I don't even know who this guy is, but I love like the perspective here. I want to try to practice and like emulate something like this. Get the perspective right, because this is fun, and that's not even the Punisher. And that's the funny part. Like the gag in this whole thing is the Punisher's not even in this book. This Lynn Michaels, which I think like she's got her own axe to grind, but Punisher is nowhere to be seen in these books. And we got this guy named Heathen, I think. I kind of caught that from looking at it earlier. Hey, somebody found the Orange Lantern battery. Just kidding. And then there's this guy. He's got the anti-Punisher on his chest. They keep calling it, like, his name's Eddie, and of course I always think of Eddie Brock, and when I'm looking at this dude, he kind of reminds me of J. Jonah Jameson, but I know that's not him. But anyway, maybe if I read the book, I'd know. Yeah, see, he's like, no, Eddie, not you, not now. You know this guy? Blah blah blah. Yakety schmackety. Yeah, machismo, dude. Like, just it's macho. Everything's all that ultimate badass kind of stuff. Marvel Edge 2099. Marvel Edge. Oh my gosh. Who is that? Anyway. Yeah. Punisher, is it all over? Yes. Do not miss the strangest Frank Castle story yet, as our Punisher goes on his final mission. Not a hoax, not a joke. The book stops here. Countdown. Now, what's funny, and I don't even know if I want to collect into them, but in like 95, they were doing some weird stuff after they redid the Punisher. I think it was 95, 96 during that time. Man, it was very bad. Very, very bad. And then of course they did the little manga stuff for a little while. It was like a manga inspired anime style thing where he does like these angels and whatever. And so it's like, thank God Garth Ennis brought him back and did the Welcome Back Frank story. But I want to leave you on this, right? So in this little storyline, and I haven't even read it yet, but cool little Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. That's the sequel to Candyman, the original Candyman. Hey, True Lies. Woo-hoo. Oh, here we go. So we got this No Punisher guy, which I don't even know that dude's name, because we got these calls to these different, like, there's a guy named Payback, there's Stone Cold, whoever that is, Individual, or I guess Vigil is some like clandestine group. But yeah, right here, these are all like dressed up as the Punisher, so it's obvious that they're like a team of Punishers. It's weird. New York's going to be short a few Punishers before this one's over. Oh boy. Yeah, well, anyway, that has been our show for today. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you who tune in, whether you're physically here as Duck Bacon, or physically as in the chat, or if you're watching us on the replay. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you don't mind, leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, share it out, and I'm gonna do my best to make a somewhat serious go of this. I need to start doing shorter videos, making videos, things like that, covering specific topics. If you don't mind though, leave in the comments, kind of give me some suggestions. Like, should I do you think it would be okay? Would I be committing some sort of sacrilege if I actually went through an entire comic? Let's say I found a one-shot type of comic and read it cover to cover, doing the voices or whatever. Like, is that even a thing? Should I do something like that? And if I do, should it be a mainstream comic? Should it be an old indie comic something or other? But here, I haven't even been looking at you. I've been looking down. Hi. I forget I got two cameras. So, as we always say at the end of the show, and as I've already said, thank you so much for being a part of what I'm doing here. Chrome Dog is still, we're gearing up. Hopefully fulfillment will be on track for, the beginning part of December. So it is still funding over on Fund My Comic. And I've actually updated some of the art over there, so be sure to check it out. Go to fundmycomic.com and do a search for Chrome. Should be pretty easy. You can either search at in the search box at the top under Explore, or there's a search on the left-hand side. You should be able to find it, and you get to see the beautiful colors now done by Patrick Gamma. He's finished a few pieces, and as he colors them, I'm actually updating the black and whites on there so that you guys can see the newness of it. And and by all means, like, if you're into that, into the comic, and you're, if it's your thing, or if you know someone, say something. If you know somebody who wants to, is into this sort of thing, who likes cyberpunk, then Doug Payne, well, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Then definitely, send them the link to the campaign. You can back as little, as the $5 for just the digital. I completely understand that part. I've even thought about making it available for folks who did back me at that. Someone on Twitter had the great idea. Shout out to Professor Teen, I think. I he's got a YouTube channel on here. You got to check him out too. But I've only just now started watching his videos. But basically, he suggested that to all the backers that back me at the $5 digital tier, just to see what I'm doing in this campaign, that I should make a coupon available to them, like to only them, to get $5 off in the second campaign, or if I even do another campaign. Like, it's one of those things. Like, and what I mean by if I do another campaign, crowdfunding is difficult. It's almost like if I crowdfund, it's going to be just for the print run, and I'm not going to be expecting to recoup my money, because it's not. At the end of the day, I'm here to make books, and I feel so strongly that what I'm building with the Epsilon City universe is, I think it's gonna click at some point. And so I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, in that Dave Brink style. He's moving along with the Perfect 10 book, and of course he did the American Bliss. He's got his own, I don't know if he wants to call it a Brink verse, but shout out to him too, and to everybody who's believed in Chrome Dog and have allowed me to be on their programs, which I do plan on doing that here soon. Get on people's channels, promote the book as much as I can, but the main thing is I want to be here, in my own space, and inviting other people on just to kick it. I think it would be kind of fun to have someone like a Dan Lawless or somebody on here, to talk about drawing or something. One day, he kind of put the bug out there in everybody's ear. And so that's definitely a possibility. So, without further ado, as we always say, eat your vegetables and enjoy our wild America.